Okay, so remember when I said this? We have some players that have very, very good potential. It shouldn't be a very busy transfer window for us. Absolute bollocks. Hello everybody, welcome back to the NK Maribor save. Yeah, keeping on the roll of the daily uploads. Hopefully we'll be able to keep this going for a little while. It is the start of a new season, and as you can see from the league, we're top again. Played 7, won 6, drawn 1, goal difference +9, points 19. We're flying in the league already. We have already played 7 games. It's because I wanted to get us into Europe. As you can see, our next game, which will be the live com, is going to be versus Qarabag. They are from Azerbaijan. Yeah, Azerbaijan. It's the second leg of the Champions playoff. If you look up in the top right, no, that's left, top right, up here somewhere. Ooh, hang on. No, I've done it again, up there. Bloody hell, no wonder Loki Doki has so much problem with the cameras. You'll see we beat them 4-1 in the first leg. Before we go through any of that, transfers. David Ivansu, we're going to call him. David Ivansu. Get a nickname, please, for this guy in the comments below. He is only come in as a future prospect. We signed him from 65k from Bressis. As you can see, he's a centre forward. Good target man attributes at the moment. Finishing 15, jumping reach 15, heading 15. Scout said he's going to be pretty good, so we got him in. He was a cheap option. We're retraining him as a complete forward because he's so young. I think we'll have a good chance to get that involved. He's in, very tall at 6'5", available for loan, but no one's coming for him as of yet. He's played 1 game for the B team and got a very poor 6.3 rating. Tomislav Sipot. He joined from Labad Drava Puchu, or Puch, I think it is. Again, another youngster. Most of our signings this summer have been youngsters. Yeah, again, decent potential. Scouts raved about him, said it'd be good. Playing in the holding midfield role. Hopefully he'll be a replacement for Hovek once he's gone. Again, played 1 game for the B team, did better, got a 6.9. He joined us for 50k. Not really much else to chat about. Good teamwork, good vision, good work rate, all stats I like to look for. Determination's probably a little bit low, so he won't reach his full potential. But generally, pretty good. Pretty good indeed for our youngsters. Ladislav Tax also joins on loan. He's come from Lad Balesova. He's a 23-year-old Czech player, not got a full international cap yet, but his stats look pretty darn good. He can play centre midfield or holding midfield. Again, he'll be competition for Hovek. He's played a couple of games for us, so 2 appearances, 7.10. He's doing all right. He's going along there. He's tall, he can head the ball, he can tackle, he can mark. He's what we're looking for in a holding midfielder, and we've got an agreement we can purchase him for 500k at any time, which we will definitely be doing. I can already tell you that now. Yeah, another youngster we bought in, Nenad Rosic. He's come in and gone straight out on loan to Austria Vienna, but he looks very good. 19-year-old Serbian. Again, scouts found him, were raving about him tremendously, but his stats look superb. Again, determination is low, but everything else is looking good. He's naturally fit, he's got pace, he's not very tall, but he can pass, he's got good technique, he's got good vision, good teamwork, work rate. Generally, I think he's going to turn into a bit of a superstar for us. We bought him for 700k and then loaned him straight out for 190k, so he's doing alright. I mean, he's playing very well for Austria Vienna at the moment. 4 appearances, 2 assists, 1 man of the match for 7.35. Yeah, so I think he's going to look pretty damn good. Pretty good. Another centre midfielder have joined us. I couldn't turn this guy down either. He has gone to the B team and he is available for loan, so you can see what we're doing. We're trying to do a bit of a Chelsea, stockpile people, and we'll keep the best ones. But we've signed him from Milan. Vladislav Zhikov, I think is how you pronounce his name. And yeah, his stats look pretty good. He's 20, so he's a little bit older than the other guys we bought, but decent pace, acceleration, passing and tackling is pretty good. Good teamwork. Again, slightly low determination. It's below 10, which isn't very good, but decent first touch, good decisions. He came in on a free. You know, we can see how he does. He's, again, 1 game for the B team and he's absolutely smashed it. So we'll keep an eye on him. Mika Richards joined us on a free transfer. He's not the best. He is better than Glenn Johnson. and he's very good cover at centre back and right back. He's played a few games for us already. He's played 4 games, averaging a 7.10. The thing with Micah Richards is that it's his concentration that really lets him down. A 9 for concentration is terrible. So he'll never be a consistent first team starter for us, but he'll be there to fill in the gaps and see what happens. He's only on a 1-year contract. It's very similar to Glenn Johnson, but he's younger than Glenn Johnson. He's better than Glenn Johnson. He's in. He's in for a year. We'll see how he does. I'm pretty sure he's got a 1-year extension after 15 games. If he plays 15 games for us in the league, something's gone wrong. Really significantly wrong, because he shouldn't be playing 15 games. So, yeah, Micah Richards in the van. Another ex-Aston Villa player joined us, Carlos Hill. We got him on a free transfer. He's played 2 games, 6.65, not very well. He's played two games in the league. Anyway, overall, he's made 4 sub-appearances. Made 2 appearances, got 4 sub-appearances, averaging a 7.34. So in Europe, he's actually done better than us. His problem is he's very, very, very injury-prone, which is really annoying. His stats are good, and he is very good for the Slovenian league. When he's played in Europe in the early rounds, he's done alright. In Slovenia, he'll be fine as well. He's on here on a 2-year contract, so if it doesn't work out this year, we'll look to sell him. But generally, he's a good player to have around in the squad. And he is only listed as a rotation player, so he's not going to be expecting first team football just yet. But I'm happy to get him on. He's versatile. He can play anywhere in the attacking midfield roles. Inside forward, centre forward, winger and inside forward. So generally, yeah, good. And he's flamboyant. Who doesn't love a flamboyant midfielder? And then the big one. Kasper Schmeichel has joined us. Premier League winning goalkeeper, Kasper Schmeichel. It's insane. I tried to buy him. They weren't having any of it. So we've got him in on loan with an agreement that we can buy him for 2.5 million whenever. Now, I'm periodically offering the 2.5 million. And every time he keeps saying you don't have the finances to match my thing. So I'm hoping a season with us, he'll win something, become a favoured club. He might be open to moving. That's my plan at the moment. It's really expensive. It's a 7.5 million loan deal. So it basically ate all of our budget up. But we've recouped some money. We'll get onto that in a minute. He is so much better than Jezkopovic. I bought him in because he's going to progress us to the next level in the Champions League. He's going to be our final point of defence. You need a good goalkeeper. You need a good goalkeeper in Europe. And look at his stats. They're amazing. I mean, his eccentricity is ridiculously high. Communication 14, kicking 19, one-on-ones 12, reflexes 16, rushing out 16, throwing 16, aggression 17. I mean, uses long throw to start counter-attack. Sort of contradicts what I want him to do in the instructions. My goalkeepers are always told to roll it out to the full-backs and slow down the tempo, so I'll have to see how that does. I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy. We're only playing 8k of his wages, so yeah, the rest of it went on actually the monthly fee to pay Leicester. But we've got him in, and he's awesome. He's really, really good. Right, onto the outs. Ones that we can really mention outs-wise. Damian Vukulicevic. I've butchered that name, but it doesn't matter because he no longer plays for us. He has moved to FC Metz. He was one that we already discussed. For some reason, my scouts and my assistant manager were like, he's going to be amazing, when he's really not. He's already 24. His stats weren't going up in training. I don't see what all the fuss was about with his potential. So he's gone. Alex Filler, the guy that was always moaning about not getting first team football, has moved. He's gone to Rapid Vienna. So he's moved from us when last season his big competition for place was Balkovic. He's moved to the same club that Balkovic has gone to give Balkovic some competition. It's very bizarre. I don't know why he's done it. I mean, he hasn't set the world alight. 5 appearances, 1 goal, 664. We've got 3.8 million for him. With potential for it to rise as well. I think we did very well. I don't think he's worth that. He wasn't even really making our first team. If you think about how many games we played in a year, he was alright. Yeah, but I think we've done well to replace him, and we've got better people in. And we've got 3.8 million for him, which is wonderful. Next player out, Stefan Savic has left us. He moved for 4 million we got for him. He went to Stade de Reims in France. Really interesting signing, actually, because I don't think he'll really suit how they play. I mean, he still hasn't made an appearance for them in the league, which is interesting. I mean, he was really good for us. I'm not going to downplay how good he was. He was absolutely superb for us. But we got him on like 600k. We've made 3.4 million profit on him. And I think, looking at his stats, he's got the stats in the right places, but everything else isn't brilliant. Yeah, I think he will struggle in France. And he's playing in League One, which is more than can be said for Dennis Schmee, who left us, was moaning and moaning and moaning, saying he wanted to play in a better division. He left off for Chaux de Montbéliard, and they're in League 2. I don't understand it. They're in French League 2, or whatever it's called. And, yeah, he was good. He was a fan favourite. We got 2.5 million, possibly rising to 3.8 million. Again, 2 appearances. He's not done brilliantly well. He was absolutely superb for us. Don't get me wrong, he was absolutely superb, but generally, he's not all that. He's good. I mean, some of the money comes after international appearances, so when I get the Slovenian job, I'll be calling him up and making sure he plays 10 games so that NK Maribor get no money. But yeah, bit of a sly way to do it, but that's definitely what I'll do. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why he would move to show. They've never been in League. Well, in recent times, they've never been in League One. They haven't got promoted. They haven't just got relegated. They're not really a better team. He's become their key player straight away, which I guess they're not even paying him that much more than they're paying him less than what we were paying him. I don't know. Maybe it is a step up. We'll come on to the leagues in a minute. Valon Amadi actually left as well. This is one of the transfers where we could help out Slovenian football. He's moved to Celje, who I know are our big rivals in the league. But he was not playing for us at all. We got him on a free from Celje before the game starts. Yeah, he only made, 9, 18, 26 appearances for us over time. Wasn't very good. So we sold him for 100k rather than lose him on a free. And generally, that's about it. Here's the overview. Lots of loans, as you can see, have gone. Players released on free transfers. As I said, we're stockpiling youth, really. I'm going to have a big clear out, I think, at the end of the season of all the youth that are definitely not going to cut it. And we'll go from there. There is Kasper Schmeichel, 750k a month to be on loan. Ludicrous. I've got to stop saying the word ludicrous. That leaves our squad looking like this. There are some injuries at the moment. As you can see, Kasper Schmeichel is one of the best players at the club with Luka Zahovic. So, totally worth it in my eyes, and we'll make the money back just through the Champions League. On to the schedule. We've started unbelievably well. We were drawn against Fenerbahce from Hungary, and we beat them 7-0 in the first leg at home, and then beat them 6-0 away. In the middle of that, we got a 0-0 draw because the players were knackered with Triglav. But that's really the only disappointing result we've had, because then we played Ljubljana and we won 4-2 with Zahovic getting 2, Bade getting 1 and Sintasau getting another. We then played Rosenborg, where Zahovic scored 5 goals in a game away at Rosenborg. And yeah, we won 10-0. So Karic got a goal, Bradley Dack got a goal, Sintasau got a goal and Bade got a goal. Very good. We came back from those travels and played Ruda Valenje and won 1-0 with a goal from Zan Selar. We played at home against Rosenborg, picked a slightly weaker team, drew 0-0. Not really that fussed because we won 10-0 on aggregate. Then we played Kersiko. Zahovic got another brace. He's really coming into his own this year. Gorsica, Bradley Dack got a 91st minute winner, so we're a bit lucky there. Radamel, thank you very much, by the way. Someone commented on one of my old videos saying how to pronounce names, and whenever it's a J, you say it like it's a Y, like it's the word yellow. So, Radamil, I don't know. I'm still going to get it wrong. Radamil, we'll go with that. We won 3-1 away. Johnny Williams got a goal, Sintasau got a goal, and Bade got a goal. We then played Qarabag, and Zahovic got a hat-trick, so he's now 12 goals in 5 games in the Champions League at the moment. Bade got the 4th, and they got a late consolation through Ismail Iskandarov. So we've got the second leg of that coming up today. And then we played Zavrec, and Bade and Dak got a goal and we won 2-0. So we're top of the league, and that is where we are right now, playing in the Champions League Champions Playoff Leg 2. And I'm not concerned. We really, really should go through because we're 4-1 up. They did get an away goal, but I don't think that's going to bother me. On to competitions. I've gone through the league where we sit. The main bit of news is over here. We are now ranked higher reputation than the Sky Bet Championship. And I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I'm pretty sure that's mainly down to my UEFA Cup run last year, because that would have really helped the reputation and the coefficient. We've got big players join like Kasper Schmeichel, Luka Zahovic, They all come with reputations. They all enhance the reputation of the league. So it is really, really helping. We have won it 3 times back to back. We won the cup as well last year. All in all, really, really successful. Obviously, the hard part to break into, if you can see, there we are. We've jumped from 23rd to 18th. The hardest bit is breaking from 3-star into 3.5, and then 3.5 into 4, and then 4.5 into 4 into 4.5, and get into the top. So I'm expecting we're not going to jump straight into this top 10. We'll be hanging around here for a little while. Hopefully we can do well in Europe, and then push into the top 10, and then push into the top 5, and then be challenging up here. I think it's around about when you get into the top 10 that you start to get the increased television money, which then boosts the rest of the competition in the league, which would be really useful. But between 11 and 20, there's quite a bit of movement. If you look between the leagues that were ranked 1st and 10th, only one team has changed, and that was Russia and Portugal. So it's going to be tough to break into there, but we're going to stick with it, and we're going to do it. One last thing, we got a shitload of money. Due to being back in the Champions League, and the board injected 2.5 million for some unbeknown reason, the transfers we've made with the money in, and the fact that the money we're paying out is monthly for most of our transfers, yeah, we've got a shitload of money coming in, so I'm really not worried about the finances. The board are really happy with me. They're upset with the selling of Shmi, but I'm really not that fussed about it. Drago Kotar, who's been a very good president for us, has changed from being someone that will never leave the club at his own violation to enjoying his role at the club, so he may start to think about leaving soon. We've asked for another affiliate club. That will probably fail, because it always does, and the youth facilities are nearly upgraded. It's going to be completed in December. Anyway, we're not here to hear me ramble about things like that. It's going to be a 1-game episode today, because I've chatted through all that start of season stuff. Let's crack on with it. Qarabag away. Champions League, Champions Playoff, second leg to get into the group stage. We've just got to not lose 3-0, and then we'll be alright. See you on the game day. Okay, welcome back. As I said, we are away to Qarabag. This is how we line up. Kasper Schmeichel's in goal. I didn't really want to risk him, but he's got to get used to how we play in our formation and what we want him to do, so he's going to get as much game time as possible. That is exactly the same with Mika Richards. Although I said I'm not going to use him very much, I need him to know how we're going to play and get that familiarity with the tactics, so he's starting at right back. Kavcic and Karic and Janza make up the back 3. Klemcic gets a rest because he's a little bit tired. Takacs comes in at holding midfield, again, just to get used to familiarity. It would be with a Hovek, but with a 4-1 lead, I'm pretty confident. Williams starts in centre midfield on support, and Franco Lopez drops back as centre midfielder, purely because I want Zahovic to keep up his goal scoring run and see if we can get him to be somehow top goal scorer in the Champions League. Carlos Gil comes in, mainly for familiarity reasons again, and Bohar gets a place on the left because he was lacking match fitness. I'm sort of taking this as a bit of a pre-season friendly. Oh, you'll also notice we've gone back to the formation with one up front, because I can fit Lopez in at centre midfield and I don't need to start Zancelar every game. So why change a formation that's worked for us? We are learning formations with 2 up front, but generally this will work. This formation, it's worked for 3 years in a row in the league. We've had to mix it up slightly, a little bit here and there, but generally we're doing alright. I'll see you at kickoff. I've got to stop rambling, haven't I? I've really got to stop rambling. Right, so here we are. We've gone back to key highlights, and you will get my ramblings, and I will talk over it when there aren't any highlights, but I'll cut it up a little bit so you get to see the best of it. You get to see more game action and a little bit more of me, but it's not just going to be, oh, it's a highlight, it's definitely going to be a goal like it is on key, because key highlights just annoy me a little bit. But here come Qarabag, and they aren't attacking anymore because we've got the ball, and there's a the ball was onto the right hand side for Carlos Hill, but we've lost it. Are we going to get there first? We have. Good tackle from Williams. It's Zahovic, space on the left for Bohar. Bohar's into the box, and there's the away goal. 5-1. Who was worried? Hands up if you were worried. You were wrong. So Carlos Hill then into Zahovic in what is a very empty, massive arena. Bohar hits it on a sort of half volley. Goalkeeper should do better, but why has a club in Azerbaijan got such a big stadium? That's really strange. I bet that would be a good save. Maybe next year, my YouTube save, taking Qarabag to the Champions League final. Or winning the Champions League, hopefully. So, here we go then. Quintana into Ismail Issa, out to Babayev. Quintana, Ismail Issa. They've got a runner into the box. Good save from Kasper. Yes, big Kasper. That's what we like to see in front of the cameras. Prove it wasn't a waste of money. So again, thank you all very much for the likes and the comments. It's really good. I'm actually getting to know some of you quite well. We've got a good core viewership, which is really good. If you're not following me on Twitter, then do that at CulturedF. And we're going to have a question at half time, which is very nearly coming up. As Quarabag looked to break from that poor free kick from Carlos Hill, and Quintana's got it. He's out wide to the edge of the box. Ponomav, it's a really, really wasted chance. It's poor. Schmeichel with a good quick throw out. And we're into half time, and we've got an away goal, which is really good stuff. I am going to say we've been playing very well. Keep it up. No really need to say anything else. Anyone really knackered? Carlos Hill's knackered, but he'll get injured in this game. If I kept him on for 90 minutes, he'd get injured. So we're going to give him a little bit longer. He needs to up that. Franco Lopez is playing out of position, but yeah, he's doing all right. He'll probably end up getting a goal in this second half. Right, the question for the day. Who is the best player you have had on Football Manager 17? I'm assuming everyone who watches this is also playing Football Manager 17, either at the same time or when they get home or things like that. So, in this year's game, who is the best player you've had in your team at the moment? Obviously, mine is probably Kasper Schmeichel or Luka Zahovic, one of those two. But generally, yeah, it's normally a striker, isn't it, who your best player is? So I'd probably have to go Zahovic. But who is your best player this year in Football Manager 17? Let me know down below. Corner for Quarabag, and it comes and it's in off the guy on the line or in off the post. Either way, he probably should have done better. But the corner comes in, nice in swinger there from Kujusevic, and he raises really high. And yep, Mika Richards, that would be his lack of concentration, as the ball just hits him and goes in. And his rating drops to a 6.5 because he wasn't paying attention. Right, Carlos Hill can come off and he can be replaced by Zancella. He's going to have a little go on the wing. It's 1-1, but it's 5-2 on aggregate, so why the hell not? We'll keep Luka Zahovic on for a bit longer. Christopher Barman can come on for a game. Fresh legs for the last 10. The two players that are on the worst ratings come off. Pretty standard stuff. As Kasper Schmeichel brings it out into Janza, who accelerates rapidly down the line. Oh my god, that's awful defending. Let's not make this harder for ourselves, lads. No, let's make this harder for ourselves. 2-1 to Quarabag, 5-3 on aggregate. Oh, well, that was all shocking, wasn't it? No, I'm going to be really honest with them. We got away with that. Seems confused and demotivated. Wow. Bad luck. If you're demotivated, play better. See, there he is. 12. He's well out in front already in the top goal scorer ranks. I don't know how many goals the top goal scorer in the Champions League normally gets, but we've been awarded 1.72 million. We won in the playoff. Okay, here we are at the Champions League group draw. We are indeed a fourth seed in amongst Feyenoord, Fenerbahce, Genk, Panathinaikos, Celtic, Dynamo Zagreb and Slobod Tuzla. Interestingly, we're the second highest coefficient team in pot 4, even higher than Fenerbahce and Celtic. So our run last year obviously did quite a lot for us, which is very, very good. On we go. So we'll draw all the big teams, preferably. Right, I don't want any of them. Group D, I'll take D. Benfica, we've already played them before. Milan have got Man United, Zenit, Man City, Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, Benfica, Madrid don't want that group anymore. Chelsea, Leverkusen, Bayern, Barcelona. Fuck you know, definitely don't want Group F. Juventus, Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain and Porto. Milan, Man United and Monaco. Well, group, might as well just call that Group M. Zenit, Man City, Fiorentina. Oh my god, it's so much harder than the Europa League already. See, we just need one where we'll battle for third place. Shakhtar, FC Basel. Maybe Group F then, because we'll probably beat Basel. Don't want Valencia. Don't really want Roma. Okay, here we go. Preferably, don't want Group A. Didn't get Group A. That's alright. No, not confident against Fiorentina. Don't want Group B. We got Group B. We're in Group B. We're going to play Man City, so think of the money for that. I mean, Zenit is pretty close. We don't have to travel very far. Fiorentina as well. I mean, we've beaten Chelsea. I should have wanted Group E. I've already beaten Chelsea. Could probably beat Shakhtar. Anyway, Slobod Tuzla have got Kia. They're going to get annihilated. Fenerbahce probably going to get annihilated. Celtic have got a good group, actually. Battle of Britain with Chelsea. Zagreb and Basel will be the whipping boys of there. Gone. Oh, wow, they're in for a struggle. And Roma was Panathinaikos. But there we are. Fiorentina, Zenit, and Man City, who are currently top of the Premier League, and they've still got Sergio Aguero. Damn. So we will leave it there, and I will say farewell. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like. If you want to see more content from here, subscribe. Hello to all the new subscribers as well. We've hit something like 291 or 92, so nearly hit 300 subscribers now, which is really good. And yeah, I shall see you for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you guys in a bit. I'm out. Cheers.